Welcome, 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 and let's have a look at what's going on. I am recording this so you can watch it back. So first of all, I've had a look at the Forex factory red news. So there is Euro news coming up at lunchtime and in the afternoon. And then on the currency strength meter, we've got the Australian dollar stronger than the euro and the Japanese yen and the US dollar weaker. So then I'd like to come over to look at the payouts, and we've got GBP USD at 85%, so that means things are more volatile when the broker is paying out a higher amount. Euro USD at 71%, Euro JPY 85%, and AUD USD at 72%. Now, we don't like to take trades like at 60% or so. It's the same amount of work. This is our job, and we want to get paid for the work we do. So let's have a quick run through our pairs. And GU, let's have a look at that on the 5-minute, actually I've got it on the 15-minute. This is GBP USD, both out of session at the moment as we are coming up to the open of Tokyo, and those pairs that are in a live session would be Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar and Japanese yen. Just be aware of that. So you can see in London session, the GBP sold off, Great British Pound sold off very heavily against the dollar. And then New York reversal came back up, and now it's in a period of consolidation, being held up by above the quarter theory and along the 200 exponential moving average there. So it's operating in a range between, this is on the 15 minutes, so we need to come down a little bit lower, but that's 329. We just look at the last few digits, and 288, 288. Now, if we were to trade this, then we would think of, let me just look at the currency strength meter again. GBP is stronger, so we would think of put calls or buying in that situation. Okay, so that's doesn't mean to say you can't take pullbacks, but that in consolidation, it's you can take calls or puts in consolidation. So that's GBP USD. I'm not going to look at USD JPY too much. It's paying out at 64%, which is a little low. Again, I'm on the 15-minute candle. So US dollar selling off against the Japanese yen, wicked off. That was its lowest level here at, that's UJ. I do like to trade UJ, as you know. That is at 0.19. And then its upper level at 0.65. So this range here at the moment, and you can see it's used that 0.25 as a strong line of support there. Okay. Now we have got it saying hidden bear there, meaning the trend, if you draw a trend line, you can see the trend, directional trend is down. That's what hidden bear means. Okay, so we'll just go to, got 3 minutes. So we'll look at Euro USD. I'm going to come down the time frame in a minute. So Euro USD, we have, again, the euro selling off in London. It gained strength in New York, and then a period of consolidation, still quite high at 381. So that's EU at 381. And on UJ, we would probably want to sell because the dollar's a bit weaker. on the euro is stronger at the moment. There is red flag news coming up later today, and that's its lower level is 320, and that level there, support and resistance level at 0.33, that line here. And you can see how to use it as support, resistance, and then support, resistance, and then support all the way along there. So that's the euro, 71%. Euro JPY, again, the euro sold off heavily, broke through the quarter theory and the moving average, and has come down to a very tight range here. So that makes it quite tricky to trade. Euro JPY at 0.34 down to 0.16. 0.34 down to 0.16 at the moment. And the last one is AUD/USD, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So we had a big push up, and then you can see it has found that level at 77,500. So this is AU. The Australian dollar is a lot stronger. So that's at 500 up to, and it's just wicking off that area there, up to the 547. 547, but it has also used the 569 level. Okay. So once we've done that, we want to look at our hourglass. We're coming up now to the Open of Tokyo, and let's look at the currency strengths on here. Now you will get the DXY come up here, which is the how we measure the strength of the dollar against a basket of currencies. At the moment on US dollar JPY, it gave us a call 10 minutes ago. There's the DXY coming up. It's saying the dollar is strengthening. Pushing up off that lower line of resistance, pushing up. Therefore, on USD JPY, the dollar has just flicked down a little bit there. They're broadly similar. It's given us a put at 0.37. We wouldn't want to take that because here it's at opposites to what the dollar says it's doing against a basket of currencies. It says it's gaining strength, and that includes things like the yen and the Swedish krona and the euro. Although I can see the dollar is dropping there. Let's just come back to that one. So you can get big candles on this hour. So it is still pushing down, although it has given us a call. It's still down, but it is in this oversold area. That gave us a put. That's moved quite rapidly. It gave us a put at 0.37. That's 0.43 off that Bollinger Band. We've got moving average above. The euro is a great deal stronger than the US dollar. So it's a very simple 7-point system. Got the moving average below, measuring the 200 candles. We've got it off that line of resistance there, 374. It called it at 368. So just on this area here, and it is pushing up. It's just crossed up there. I just like to get my bearings before we take anything. Again, the euro against the Japanese yen. Now that gave a put. So that's come off that 0.48. 0.48, so that line of resistance there, Bollinger Band, red put, red candle right off the open, and there it goes, these big Japanese candles. So the euro against the, it did have the euro as stronger, but it's decided it is, and I had the range at 0.34 to 0.16. So it should come down to that 0.16 area. And I just want to go back and check which level it used up here. So that's quite nice. It's got that moving average, that big line of resistance at 0.73. It's picked this one at 0.60. And there was the, I'm going to come down to the 5 minute now so we can see on, because we're on a 3 minute non-fixed time expiry. So 0.50, and it called it at that level there. And it's come down very nicely to that 0.16. Now there it's meeting an area it's used of support for quite a long time there, all the way along there. Line of resistance on the 5 minute, the 200 moving average, the quarter theory, and the blue line of resistance there. We have got the euro stronger than the Japanese yen. It's paying out at 85%. And if we come to the 1 minute, then it's just changing there, just a little pullback. So this is the second minute of this 1 minute, of this 5 minute candle. And if we look on our trading view, we've got 4 minutes left to run. There is that 2 minutes past, it dropped to 978, 992, the 0.16 level is there, but it's pushed down further. And let's come back and look at it here. And on HourGlass, oh, look at that. That's the 5 minute candle, but you can see it's wicking off now. It's back up at that 0.12. It gave us a put at 0.48. So it's just heading down. A little pullback back to 0.05. So you can see how it's used this line here quite strongly. So we could go in, if it gives us a, we've got hidden bull there saying directional trend generally is up. So if we get a call at 0.05, let's put it back on the 5 minute, a call at around 0.11 to 0.05, and that's the 500 there. Now that probe there is interesting, and that's brokers, spreads and commissions at close of market. And because we've seen all that big push up earlier on, it will want to address that imbalance. So it could well continue pushing down. That's what it's doing at the moment. So there's the Bollinger Band, the 200 moving average, oversold, oversold. It's wicked off there. We've got 3 minutes left on this. About a minute ago, I beg your pardon. It is a call at 0.11. Let's have a look on our trading view. So that's down at 986. So I'm going in for a call. I've got the 989, and it should go back up to at least 0.28. And it's just wicking off that 998. And I'm in this now non-fixed time for 3 minutes up until, so that's 8:21 to 38. 2 minutes 17, about 2.25 minutes. You have 80% of the trade to go before you can increase, you can roll over up to 80% of the trade. So then it takes away that privilege. You are increasing your risk 30% when you roll over. We do sometimes roll over, but a maximum of 2 times. So you have to make sure your leverage is correct. Don't over leverage, and normally we stick to 2% risk. So that's moved up to 0.17. And I wanted it to go up to, I've got that 0, I'd written down 0.34. There's that 033. So I'd like it to come up to that level that I'd read out earlier, which was the midline, 016 up to 034, and then up to 060. So if you come back and look here, it's a very simple system to learn. There's our 060. That midline is the 033, the midline of the Bollinger Bands. Price will always want to move between, it has to move in waves between levels, and that's what it will want to touch. So either that level, or if it gets a strong enough push back up, then it'll go up to the top of the those white lines, the candle close, and the Bollinger Bands, etc., etc. So midline, top line, bottom line, and that's how we look at the trades in conjunction with the currency strength meter and the red flag news and the overall trend. So we've won that one quite nicely. So that's Eurujpy. So we're 1-0 for the session. Now, what I'm going to do is increase that risk, and we'll have a look at another trade. And I've just realized I took that on Usdjpy, which is quite hilarious, but they do move a similar way. Let me just, I don't know why I did that. I'm on my Eurujpy. So this is why you have to double check everything and not rush into things. But if I come over to, I wonder why it only paid out, but you can see it moves very similarly. So I'll come and show you here. So let me just show you here. And you've got it again off that same quarter theory sort of level, and a very nice strong push up. So similar behavior, but we have got a hidden bear there, and you can see that it has cleared out all that. So it's quite wicky, a lot of wicks, which is no real volume in the system, but the lowest level it's reached is 917. It does say hidden bear, and you can see if you drew a trend line down here, you'd have directional trend like that. So you can see that is a downward trend. Hidden bear meaning general overall trend is down. And so when you see bull, it means that it is a pullback going up. Price always moves in waves, but its overall trend is down. So I'm going to remove that, and let's see if I can get my pairs to line up this time. I don't know why I did that. So let's go back to HourGlass and have a look at where we are. We've got 4 minutes left. It's just called a new candle. US dollar is a call. I will leave this on the 5 minute. And this is called the DMI, so it gives us a call and a put there. Just gives us a little bit of extra help. You can see it's midline here, so you want price crossing above for a call or below that midline. And it has now moved down. So it's just trying to move down, but it's struggling on this area, so it may start to get a bit spiky. AU is, let's have a look at that on the 5 minute. So Australian dollar, US dollar, 72%, and we have the Australian dollar quite a bit stronger. Scroll down here, you can use the filter as well and just type in AUD. 61 to 36, so the Australian dollar quite a bit stronger than the US dollar. 2 minutes ago it called a call for a buy at 554. So let's have a look at that. So a bit of a mixed signal, because that says that was the sell. The candle is still red, but the call is green. The moving average is below. So I'd like to see it push down a little bit further before taking it for a call, because if you look here, you can see that it is, if you look at the green lines of support, how it's forming those higher lows. In other words, it's pushing price up, and that moving average is in the middle, and the Bollinger Band, middle band, is acting as support, and the 200 EMA is below price. So price generally going up. We'll have a look on our trading view. There's that push down, so we can see there's the moving average coming up to the 15-minute candle on the quarterly candle on the hour. So we've got it at 535. Now I had areas marked at 500 and 547. So at the moment 535. There's that 543. You sort of get little zones. So 543 maybe rather than 547. 535, 547. And then it's just touched that upper range but failed to make it. So if you look left back here and see where it's formed all this resistance, and you can see it with that white line there on the candle close channel, that's 567, which we had marked because we had 569 as our upper level. So we can see it's moving up, pull back to here, got the EMA here, we've got hidden bull, so it wants to go up, so it's done a bear, which means a pullback, and the hidden bull means the overall directional trend is a buy. If it said hidden bear, it'd be the like on Eurujpy, the overall directional trend is a sell. So it's just wicking off that level there. Let's have a look at it on HourGlass. It's just about to change round, given us a call at 533, and on TradingView, if we come down, let's have a look here, 72%. It's down at 542, 1520. I'll go in for a call just past the 15 minutes past the hour candle. That means that there's no seller on the other side. 540. So I don't quite know whether it's freezing. It's just flatlining there. Let's look on HourGlass. So we've got it right in the oversold area. The RSI relative strength index just coming down, about to flick up. Got the moving average in our favor. Got the currency strength in our favor. We've got it off this midline of support. It is just dropping down a bit further. Let me look on the 1 minute. So it's picking up this level at 525. Now it may decide it wants to come down to, well, it is crossing the 200 moving average there. So interestingly, it didn't pick up my trade anyway. It came down to 527, and that was simply because the market always, for everyone that's selling, there has to be a buyer on the other side. Sometimes the broker will pick the trade up, but they chose not to. That's why it said invalid conditions, try again. It did not place the trade on the market. There was no seller on the other side. So 532. It's still dropping at 519. It was called at 533. And just come over to TradingView. I'm on the 1 minute. It's just pushed down below. You can see it's flattening out here on the DMI and flattening out on the divergence. And the candle close is just there at 530. But the important one to look at is the broker price, 532. And I'm 17.5. 2.5 minutes into this 5 minute candle. So probably just as well we didn't get in. There's that 531 level, 531. You can see that green line with the middle band. It's just dropped a little bit further than that, but we did have 1 point, 2 points for the call, 3 for the arrow, 4 for the line of resistance. You've got 5 for the middle line there, and you've got the moving average. You're just waiting for these. It's just got that extra bit of momentum. We're just waiting for those. You see here, it's dropped down, and then what we want is, these are momentum indicators. We want to see those flick up above the green line. Still pushing down heavily. Actually, it's just wicking off now. So it's picked up on this line here. So it used that as support, then that turned into resistance. It broke through resistance, it broke through again, carried on up, used that as resistance, and it's coming back to use this as support, which it has used before, and that is at the 516 area. So let's see what happens on the next candle. Now that is a wick there, which means it didn't like to push down that far, but here it did have a flat top, which means it's a very solid opening for that sell candle. Okay, so the other thing you can do is come up the time frames, like there on the 15-minute. Now on the 15-minute, it says there that it has, it's tried to push, this is just before open of Tokyo, so it tried to push down, push up, it couldn't do it. And it was a small sell, but now we've got an engulfing bearish candle, meaning quite a strong push down to this blue line here on the 15-minute. And the reason is that it now finds itself, after this massive move up, it has to, the market has to balance. So it will literally want to sell off quite heavily, because there are a lot of stop losses and pending orders sitting in here. It's called liquidity, and there's a lot of money sat in there. So even if the trend is up, it will want to come down over some period of time. It could be now, could be later, and it will want to balance the market before it carries on the way that it wants to go. So that could be, but this all says hidden bull on the 15-minute. It's still saying it's a good trade on the shorter time frame for us. We've got, it's just turned around again. So it's given us another call at 508. So we've got, but now interestingly, can you see the Australian dollar has now dipped below weaker than the US dollar? So the top currency 39 versus US dollar at 51. And if we go up to our DXY, in fact, that says put. So really that should say call if the US dollar is strengthening against the, and you can see the lines are pushing up. So I don't know why it's saying put, maybe because it's in a quite small range here. But if that's pushing up, that will account, the dollar will account for the Australian dollar weakening and selling. So it's here for a call. So I'm not really inclined to take this now that's switched over. Haven't got the currency strength in our favor, but you can take it even if you haven't got it in your favor. If you've got the cross up for a 0.1, cross up for a 0.2, cross up off the line of resistance 3, the green call and the arrow 4, and off that Bollinger Band 5, and we've got that moving average. So you've got about a 5-point trade, but it is struggling. It's flatlining again, and the Australian dollar has suddenly lost strength. I'll just come back and look at the currency strength meter. It still says that the Australian dollar is stronger. I'm on a 1-day relative performance. If you use currency heat wave, you may find you've got better sensitivity. And it's just, it probably wants to go down, but it's struggling at this area. So it's on, I think it's on the turn. So, although in the short term, it should be a good trade, but I think we will leave that till the half hour. It may make a turn on the half hour for us. So I will now come back and look at, I think I'll look at Euro USD. We haven't checked that out. We'll just do the half hour, then I'm out of here. Be back on for DL Woods at 3 a.m. UK time. Matty Pips is not on until Sunday. He's at a retreat. And tomorrow morning, we've got Les doing London session at 10 a.m. UK time, which is very popular, very good session. I strongly encourage you to get on that. So here we've got currency strength meter in our favor, Euro 63, USD 51. So that would be encouraging us to take a call. It was called at 349 3 minutes ago, got 1 minute 30 left before it turns again. So a bit late. You can get in if you see that it's carrying on going your way. You can preempt these things if you want. You know, it's up to you. It's a little bit more advanced. So we've got the moving average in our favor, off the Bollinger Band, the line of resistance. We've had it pushing down, but we've got a call. So we'd have 1, 2, that's relative strength. We want that to flick up. These are momentum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we get that, and then an extra bonus, got the moving average there. So 48 seconds to go. Now that's moving on the Australian dollar now, finally starting to move, but we'll carry on looking at this. So I'm on the 5 minute, and you can see that it, I just want to come back and look at the 15 minute, remind ourselves what happened today. So selling off in London, it took that quarter theory as its support line, and that was a major whole number, 1.2. It's strengthened. Now it's been consolidating, and that's come down. If we look at our levels, we had on EU lowest level 320 and highest level about, I think we had 3, that was 400, 3, about 380, 381. Okay. 381. HourGlass says a call. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We just want those flicking up a bit more. 4, 5, 6. We've got a very good trade here. Very good trade here. We need to come over here. And it is 71%. It is a very simple point system. So it's called at 339. We've got price down at 341. On the 25-minute candle, past candle. So I will probably want to, I've probably got in a bit early, probably want to take this past the half hour because it is coming down to that time. So it's now just off that 335. So it may look like I'm going a little bit fast. It's off that 335. I'm going to roll over in a minute to take it past the half hour. I do have confidence in this trade. So 80% of the time, 25 to 28, 31. So just roll over in a minute. So that's 3 minutes. 180, 2036. So I'm going to buy myself a bit more time. That now takes me past the half hour. It has increased the risk 30%. You can see in the payout what it will tell you. It'll be 0 if you are not in profit. We don't use double up really. So it's bottoming out there. I'm at 27 minutes past 326. Let's look on HourGlass. So just flatlining. Still, I may have been in a little bit early. You know, this is our Evan Cabral's market timing, waiting till the half hour. I do like this trade though. I've got Euro 66, US dollar 54. It's heavily oversold. It's heavily oversold. We're coming up to the half hour. I'm now in it, minute and a half past the half hour. That should give it time to move up. We've got the moving average supporting us. We're off the Bollinger Band. We've got the call and the green arrow up, and we've got that line of resistance at 334. or support rather, support at 334. So I do like this trade here. It's down at 330 as we come up to that half hour vertical line there. I'm just showing you on the 1 minute chart, so you can have a more sort of, because it's the same movements that you see on the chart, just more wrinkles, if you like, the lower down the time frames. So obviously on the hourly, you've got 1 candle, 30 minutes, 2 candles in the hour, 15 minutes, 4 candles in the hour, 5 minutes, 12 candles in the hour, and 1 minute, 60 candles in the hour. So 5 of these candles make up 1 5 minute. So I'm now in the 28, so it's just moved up. So I started at 25, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and at 16 seconds to go till the next one, 26, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's your half hour. So that will be the last bit of 1 5 minute candle. So we don't always stay down on the 1 minute. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. It's just working its way up, 336. So I probably was, oh, it's just dropped down for the half hour, see 29.12. So I could roll over again. Took on HourGlass. It'll give us another call. We've got 39 seconds to go. And the dollar is losing a ton of strength. DXY, it says a put. It's heavily overbought. It has pushed up for the half hour, but it's saying a put. It was a put before. I do believe it's just about to lose a lot of strength here. That's why it's weaker than the euro, and that the euro, that will make the euro go up. Now I have another decision to make, so I'm going to roll over once more, and that's it because of the leverage. I don't want any more on this one. Now I'm in for another 7 minutes. So sometimes you can get it wrong and be in too long. Sometimes price can hang around, but 2 rollovers is our maximum because of the leverage. So here we are on the half hour bottoming out. And let me come back to HourGlass. So we have got a call at 327. Interestingly, the euro is now at parity with the US dollar, 63.63. Euro US slightly weaker on this day's range, but the dollar was losing strength on the DXY. Just take that off now. And on HourGlass, it's just moving up now. It's just been a bit slow to move. So it's got enough time in this trade to move up. We had a call and a call there. The DXY is still a put, 2 puts in a row. We've now got the momentum, we've got the cross up. So currency strength at parity, I don't know if you count that or not, it's kind of neutral. Cross up 1 point, cross up 2 points. Moving average, we usually count that as 0.8, so 3 points there. Bollinger Band 4, line of resistance at 320, just pushed down that one. So 327, so 1, 2, 3, the call and the arrow, 4, 5. So we've got a very strong trade here, and possibly 6 if you count your moving average. We didn't get the buy here. That counts as a point if you see a buy there. So let's see how we're doing, and we are up now at our entry. So I now need it to stay up. Now that was at 31.48. If I hadn't rolled over, I would have lost the trade anyway, because I think I was until 31.31. So I may have got my entry slightly too high up. This is why, you know, we're time-based entries, and we like, if it calls it at a certain price, say 335 here, you want to be in at that price round about the candle turn or below. So for a call, you want to be in at the price it calls or below. And for a put, you want to be in at the price it calls or above for a put. But if you see prices still pushing on up because it's coming up to the hour or the half hour, then you wait till, preferably wait till after the half hour or the, this isn't a very strong move. Come on, get up there. Just need it up to the 341. Because sometimes if you get in, say, just before the hour, price can still carry on up, and you'll need to roll over till past the hour. Okay, so it is now moving up past the midline of the Bollinger Bands. I'll put it back on the 5 minute, and I want it to go up to 357, which is that midline where you see here, it's used as a line of resistance for quite a while. So I'm confident it'll want to go back up to 358. And we have 3.5 minutes left. We have 4 minutes left in the trade for it to go up to 357, which is up here, but there's 348. Let me look at where 348 is. That is round about this line here. So quite a nice line to aim for. So I will take 348. It's up at 342. So now I just need it to stay up, hit 348, 348, get up there, 348, 348. It should do 348. The market wants to go up. You can see these higher lows forming. There it is, 345. Go on, 348, 348, 348. So I've got 34, 35. I've still got 2.5 minutes left in this. There's my purchase deadline. And that takes us, that'll take us halfway, 2.5 minutes into the new 5 minute block. It's just going to turn, it's just got the candle, 5 minute candle is going to give us a new signal at 35. So we'll just see this one play out, but it's up at 345. I just want it up at that 348. I want it up a little bit more, up on that middle Bollinger Band line. And here it is, there's that middle Bollinger Band line, 357 there. Very nice area for it to aim for. It's touched it many times before, and on HourGlass has given us a put at 341, which is just the entry that I've got. So hopefully there's enough momentum in it that it will want to 341. So that's a little bit dodgy. So I just need it up there for 36, a minute and a half, just giving us some little blips there. So get up there. So I can't really see what it wants to do. Why it wants to go down. It's still pushing up, still pushing up, still pushing up, still pushing up. 36, so minute and a half, minute and a half. Minute and a half, so I've got a minute left in it, a minute left in it. It's up at the 345, 358, give us 358. Give us 358, stay up, stay up, stay up, 358, 358, 36, 37, 31 is my expiry. 37, 31, 358. Let's go, stay up there, let's go, 358, let's go, 358. Let's go, 358, stay up there, 358, touch 358. You know you want to touch that middle Bollinger Band line. Touch 358, 358, 358, 358, 358. Oh, it's getting spiky. 358, 346, 358. 358, 358, 358, 358, give us 358, 350, give us 358, 350, 350, 358, 359, 360, 360. Let's go, 360. Yay, 18, 10, 31, 358, 358, 358, 358, 358. 358, 358, 358, 360. I'll take 360, and we've cleared that one. So that was a good trade. It did all add up. it's come up with the buy now, and it's I'm very pleased with that one. And there we are, it's come up to that midline. So it just needed that bit of oomph. It did pull back on us slightly. And that is everything from me for today. So I thank you very much for watching this recording, and please reach out to me if I can help you with anything. Stop sharing. End meeting.